And we are back with Primetime MMA Fight Night 28. I will be your host, the Doctor. Joining me at the booth tonight is Dirty Dave and the mighty and the one and only Dale Denton.
Pleasure to be here.
Hey, thanks a lot, Doc. Great to be here. Looking forward to these fights.
Yeah, these are some stacked fights on. We had a slight change in the main and co-main event. We got back the mighty Bang Bang and the co-main event, so that's bound to be fight of the night most likely. We do have a difference in our main event tonight of Gold Voltage versus Optics, being only a 3-round, but sometimes that's the way it's go. Looking through this card, Dave, we got to think there's some names, including yourself and Dale.
Yeah, I really like some of these names on here. You always know when there's Bang on the card, it's gonna be a great fight. You got Pudgy and Keza. Those are two elite players. Pudgy obviously beat me in here, and Keza is a great player. He actually beat me last time we did spars. And as you go down the list, it's all elite players. I look forward to this.
Any particular fights you noticed, Dale?
I'm seeing a lot of really elite fights here. Tad against Ra. Always good to see Ginger in there. Shogun, another great fighter. Look at Jake Paul, the GOAT, making an appearance in there. That looks like a pretty good lineup.
Yeah, indeed. You've got a couple others, not really focusing on the main card, since both of you noticed that we do have a very stacked main card. We've got Ricardo versus Warbs as our featured prelim bout. Crater and Amazon, both of them pretty good. You got the mighty, I seem to be using the word mighty a lot tonight, but that does seem to be the case with a lot of these fighters. You got Magical Cloud with that very quick McGregor knockout, probably looking to make it again. And I think to start us off tonight, we'll have LW Ajez Bazzi versus GSP the GOAT.
Well, GSP is definitely the GOAT. Let's see how he works out here.
I would definitely agree. In the featherweight division, so sadly we won't see a GSP pick, but you've got a couple good. You got McGregor, you got Volkanovski, and by the looks of it, we've got McGregor versus a Holloway, Dave.
This matchup actually intrigues me. A lot of people get bored of it. You see McGregor all the time, and when it's not McGregor, it's McGregor versus Holloway. I like the Holloway play style of just trying to get past that McGregor power in the first round. You can gas him out, work that body a little bit, and the McGregor actually plays very well. I meant the Holloway, excuse me.
Both touch your gloves to begin
definitely.
with. Continue, though. Sorry.
No, I apologize, Doc. Definitely got to watch out for that McGregor power in the first round, like you were saying. He's easy to work, but you got to watch out for that power.
Yeah, McGregor's power is like the most notable factor within this matchup. Holloway can't hit you much. We've already seen McGregor taking the takedown, does land 2 clean hooks on the outskirts. A jab trying to be established by Holloway, and so far keeping a steady pace between the two.
That was very clever. Double leg bail to get those hooks. Those McGregor hooks are a lot, and I really like that. I want him to abandon the kicks way out of range, but those hooks were clever.
Holloway using some really nice head movement.
He is indeed, although every time he's engaging with the McGregor, he is getting clipped, and that's not something you want to be doing. A straight there, lead hook follows, and so far I feel like McGregor's getting the better of the exchanges, whilst Holloway's trying to stand his ground, but not exactly succeeding in the matter, Dave.
Yeah, I agree, but you look at that head health. McGregor power is just so much more than Holloway. So even though he's winning these exchanges, it's really early in the fight. McGregor's going to have the advantage.
Doubles up on the straight, misses to hook. Both of them trying to play his foot game. We see that lead leg kick come out a couple of times now. It seems like GSP GOAT's going to work the legs, and hopefully that allows his block to be open up upstairs, Dale.
Sorry about that. Just turning on something here. Think about Holloway too. He's got the quick hands. He's got the great head movement. Like I've said before, but yeah, you have to watch out for both guys.
Misses on the spinning body kick. Of 1 minute 50 left on the clock. Both of them staying fairly steady pace. That rear hook by McGregor has landed consistently every time he's thrown it, apart from on a few occasions where Holloway's been playing the footsie game. And so far, I would definitely say McGregor's winning this, Dave.
Yeah, I'd agree. The damage is going a lot for him. Just keep trading with Holloway. Try not to let him get a lot of the recovery. that would happen if he got into round 2, and if he can just make this pretty close scrap going into that, then McGregor's gonna have the advantage.
Gotta watch out for that spinny shit from McGregor, or sorry, Holloway.
Yeah, Holloway is throwing a lot of spinning stuff. That's where he seems to have most success. He's throwing a couple of body kicks, as well as a back push, which caught McGregor earlier. And so far, though, the leg kick game from both opponents may play a factor coming into this second round. I doubt we will see anything major doing this, but every time I say something like that.
Yeah,
Rock by McGregor right there.
Yeah, the leg healths are pretty even, but Max Holloway with the 95 switch stance, you got to imagine that he's going to favor the most out of this.
104 strikes thrown that first round.
Steady pace, even though Holloway's cardio is definitely higher up, although he's had a lot less success on the feet. McGregor now doing it. An uppercut follows, somehow doesn't get rocked. A lead hook clips him on the block, and Holloway's in desperate measures to probably get out of there and being pressured.
Yeah, he's trying to force counters. He forced a rocks pull, and then he forced that straight. He's getting a little desperate, but I mean, he's down the head health, which is really not where you want to be against Conor McGregor. Oh,
it doesn't take much from McGregor.
Oh, got him.
Beauty.
Starts putting on the aggression. All of a sudden, the block down. McGregor now on the ground. Turn of events. Short Holloway now looking for the finish. Knee to the face does get blocked. He does escape the clinch, but now Holloway is on the back foot, on the front foot.
Now it's a different game. Now it's a different game.
Just looking to take his time now that he got that drop. He doesn't want to brawl with McGregor. He felt the success of that pull, and I think he's going to look for it again.
That's exactly what he does. That pull is going to be probably the mainstay of Holloway's game. Gets a head kick and gets the KO.
Nice shot.
I mean, Holloway was having some... He didn't have the massive success. He saw the couple head kick lands in the first round and brought it up. He did finally get it off and get it clean with a KO in the second round.
He wasn't exactly losing that fight. He was losing the exchanges. He was down the head health, but he never really got dropped or rocked. He got rocked. I think he got rocked like once, maybe twice, but he pulled it together. His head health wasn't entirely down. He just found the counters and the big moments to win that.
I do agree. I would definitely say McGregor was winning the fight, but as you said, Holloway definitely wasn't out for the count, and that's shown by the fact he managed to put it back with the win. And now on to the next side of the night. Again, we're on the PlayStation side. Jake Paul, the GOAT, Dale, you mentioned it earlier, and we got the newly returning Dima back into the fray, so it should be an interesting fight.
Oh, I think so. Both guys put on a good show. Both guys show up to fight.
We see
Poirier pick.
Poirier pick's kind of interesting, Dave. He's got kind of this all-round moveset, so it's not really the case of are you a better striker or a better grappler. It's just a case of where do you want to take it, you would argue.
Yeah, I agree. The Poirier is the true mixed martial artist pick. If you want to wrestle, you go Khabib. If you want to strike, you usually go McGregor. But Poirier is just perfect. If you want to wrestle, you can. If you want to strike, he's probably the second best striker in the division.
That's what I like about the mirror matches as well. It shows who the better fighter is. You both have the same stats, and this is where it really shows who's the better fighter.
Well, so far, Dima seems to have a very clean boxing, staying consistently patient throughout. Jake Paul, the GOAT, now trying to put on this boxing pressure, but he's having not that much success digs to the body. That lead hook from both opponents seems to be the main tool for each other, though.
Yeah, I agree. Ooh, nice uppercut. It goes for the takedown. That was well timed.
Gets denied on the rubber guard now, looking to probably transition into this outside of it, Bill's George J, and now we're into half guard, Dale.
Yep, nice pass into half guard. This is where he needs to keep up a little bit of pressure. Everybody needs to calm down and figure out what they're going to do on the ground here.
Yeah, I agree. He's taking his time in guard, and he's being more patient. That's the second time guy on bottom just tried to transition a little too early, got denied, and then allowed top guy to just advance.
Japanese neck time attempt. This is a fairly strong stub, fairly low stam as well, so this is could be going in favour of Dima. However, he does seem to have got the escape cancelling sub, and now you see him going to backside with a minute 40 left on the clock. This is a lot of time to work.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. He's just taking his time. He's controlling. He's not really focused on the damage. He got him down early. He doesn't really need the damage. He just needs to control. If he just does a little bit of damage, he wins this round.
A little bit of damage, just look for a ground and pound situation. Top mount gets out of the full guard and out to half guard. You've got the choices of either posture up here, throwing a bit of ground and pound, maybe go to the top mount, and that's what he's doing there. Does get a reversal though, so this could change his game plan now, but you also have rub guard if you can get it there.
Nice reversal.
Yeah, it gets back to full guard, and he chooses to get up. I find that he must feel like he's losing the round, and just went to try and win it back.
Yeah, it does definitely feel like that. Well, you've now got this first round where you've seen both of them fairly patient, fairly conserved. Coming to this second round, since I've had this feeling out process, I'm kind of expecting Demon to either keep it on the feet, stay patient like you saw him in the very beginning, because that's where he had the most success. He was playing with that back foot, letting the other guy approach, looking for a counter, or look for that takedown. It's going to be one of the two, Dave.
Yeah, I would agree. I feel like Dima is just going to go straight back to the wrestling. He did a lot of great stuff there. He just needs one of these last two rounds if he plays it safe, and that feels like that's probably the game plan going into this.
Watch those body shots. He's taking a lot of body work right now.
Yeah, I would agree. The body work by Dima is playing a massive factor. You have got to be wary of the counters. You know how deadly an uppercut counter can be. Yes, the slip strike, talking about counters, a hook, counters as he goes for the head movement, and now Dima's putting on this pressure.
Yeah, I think he's starting to smell blood in the water. He got that huge moment right there, and now he's being patient as well. It's like technical pressure.
I liked how Dima didn't rush in on that rock. He's back and he capitalized on the next few shots. Sometimes you like to rush in on guys like that, and they come out with a haymaker, and you get rocked right back.
Well, I'm liking the fact that Dima's staying fairly patient. He's only engaging when he's standing. Like, he stands, plant, engages, and then keeps on the move. And he's always, as you see with footwork, although he's walking backwards, he's always making sure to maintain that center octagon as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's just doing his game, and this is some great side control work right here. He got the deny and advances into side saddle.
Laying down big shots.
Dima's staying fairly patient, just looking for the opening on the damage. That's how the grappler game works, Dave, isn't it? You just need to stay patient and then find your shots afterwards.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Sometimes your opponent, he sits there, doesn't do anything the whole fight. You can just posture up and guard. You can be perfectly content with that. Dima isn't looking forward to that. He's looking to advance and do some real damage.
Oh, I like the groundwork right now. It's really good.
Another couple elbows looking to get their head health down. Goes for a Kimura now. A minute left on the clock. We've seen how the sub game works so far, though. It does seem like he's going to get the escape again. Although
nice
with that sub defense, it may be a bit sketchy and lead to a Demon getting the win if he's going to keep continuing with it.
This is getting tight.
Oh, this is gonna be hard to escape.
Oh, this is getting bad.
It looks like Dima's got it. He's got it.
Oh! Poirier, half out Poirier. Good work.
Lovely job there by Poirier. Dima's Poirier, in fact, because you saw an all-round mixed martial art games. As I think one of you mentioned, is Poirier is the all-round mixed martial artist, and evidently Dima knew what to do.
Good job,
I really liked what Dima did there. You had the striking advantage and he had the grappling advantage.
Okay, we seem to have lost Dave all of a sudden. Either way, we've now got Mr. Dale Dent in the fight. I think he's just hopped into the match now, and so we're going to be going straight into the fight, I would assume. Is Dave still alive? We'll have to find the answer to that.
Yeah, I'm here.
Question soon. Good to know. We're in a middleweight division. We got Dale Denton and we got TFA Funky. I believe he's a new addition to the the TFA crew, but I could be wrong in that sentence. Bisping in one corner, the Cardio King. That seems like Dale Denton's pick. In the other corner, you have Robert Whittaker, kind of a meta pick of the middleweight division. Good recovery, good striking, good grappling across the board.
Yeah, I completely agree. I just personally prefer Robert Whittaker. I feel like he's just Bisping but better. He's got grappling, and most of his health stats are better, and the health perks just favor Robert Whittaker.
Yeah, no, I would agree. He does seem, I think on paper at least, the 5-star Prime Bisping is definitely just like a lesser version of Whittaker, especially when you include the fact that Whittaker's got better kicks. However, sometimes it's the matter of how a fighter feels, which may make him a more able use than just actually what's on paper.
Yeah, that is true. And also, this makes a lot of sense. If you're going to grapple, Robert Whittaker's probably the best pick in the division as well, with the 3-star single legs if you need them.
There's a few other wrestlers. You got Derek Brunson, you got Yoel Romero, you got Damian Maia. Please don't forget him. So there's a few good wrestlers in the division. So I wouldn't say Whittaker's the best pick, but when you're looking for striking and wrestling, it probably is the best pick.
This is some heavy ground and pound. If he does this the whole time, I don't think this is gonna last.
Yeah, if he consistently does this, the only issue with this consistent ground and pound approach is the fact you don't do a lot of damage very quickly in a bunch. You're gonna end up gassing yourself out to some extent. Dale finally getting the reversal, taking him to back sitting, and now Whittaker gets over to backside.
Yeah, and then they advance to full guard. It's gonna be interesting to see if Bisping just wants to get up or if he wants to actually do some ground and pound.
Well, we did get that deny on the get up, looking to deny the fake by the scenes a bit. Whittaker having an easy time now, getting the reversal, and Whittaker back on top.
Yeah, I think although the ground and pound is doing him some good damage and probably winning him this round, if he does that too much, he's probably going to get reversed. You got to be careful just throwing 8 shots in half guard or full guard.
Well, we see him already getting reversed here as he went for the side control transition. Some open hands with the back of the hand, hand that's back on the back of the head, which just gives you a free posture up if your opponent can time it.
Yeah, he's probably going to make that read for future if he knows about it, which I'm sure he does.
Dale is a good veteran of the game. I'll assume he would know about it, but we're not particularly sure. Sometimes those little details can get lost in the heat at the moment. Gilly attempted there, does deny it. 30 seconds left on the clock, and Bisping now trying to get some ground and pound on his own, does get a bit denied, working the body now, and slowly just pitter-pattering him.
Yeah, that was some good work as well, but a lot of those hooks got framed, and if you're not careful, you're going to get reversed. I personally am not a fan of throwing like 3 shots in a posture.
Yeah,
but it works for some people.
It depends who your opponent is. If your opponent is known for getting that reversal, being able to read your shots, and only going for like 1, 2, 3 shots, maybe max, and then posturing instantly down is going to be the safer bet. But if your opponent's having difficulty reading your ground and pound, sometimes throwing that flurry of strikes, posturing down, and then allowing your stamina to regain is sometimes a better move.
Yeah, it all comes down to the opponent and just what you prefer in general. Sometimes even what the fighter is. So.
Yeah, for instance, you'll be a lot more aggressive on the ground and pound with someone like Usman compared to someone like Damian Maia.
Yes. Like that body hook, work the body a little bit.
Use of the lead hand bomb both opponents. Dale trying to establish that jab, gets that rear hook. We've seen that combo used quite a lot today. Does miss a check hook trying to come in, and both of them playing a very steady game on the feet. Funky most notably wanting to play this footwork game. As Dale engages, he's walking back, and then as Dale walks back, Funky's willing to push on that pressure.
Yeah, I actually think this is favoring Dale though. Dale's kind of letting him play this game, and he's just backing up, playing throughout the air, and
that was a very nice shot. We did get a stun there. As you said, he was playing that game. I do agree, a flying knee attempt there, but it seems that Robert Whittaker's powers being the main difference here is just the fact Robert Whittaker, every time he hits, he's landing harder.
Yeah, that is true. That is a game that a lot of people like to play. Just staying in the face, and my punches are going to do more than yours. So, I like the game plan. I do not like that kick out of range. Dale should cut that out.
A 3 body shot combo there at the end, and then backed out. A body kick attempt does get countered. Lead leg kick as well. Another body hook, and Funky's having an easy time just looking towards that body.
Yeah, it's kind of what happens when you play this really close game where you're just advancing, or your punches advancing you, the body opens up since those punches have shorter range. Oh!
Surprised he didn't get a body stun. In fact, lead knees combined together. Uppercut counters him again. So far, that uppercut has been like a mainstay of getting those stuns, trades with the hooks, and both of them playing a very aggressive game again.
Yeah, I agree. And a heavy haymaker. Funky is winning these exchanges, and I don't think Dale's going to be able to take too much more of this before every punch is going to become a rock.
That's still one issue with knees I find in this game, is you can't pull them back, which is interesting. As they come forward, you just get clipped in the face. A couple body knees now. Dale looking to get payback on the body work, get clipped by the uppercut, slips over the uppercut, missed body shot, lands an uppercut while stunned. Now Whittaker going for a takedown within the last 10 seconds of the second round.
I like how calm that was. He rocked him, he just advanced, and he threw like a single body shot as he was going for a slip. He knew he was winning the round, and he even went for a takedown. Just was really calm about that.
Yeah, it is sometimes the safest bet, shooting for a takedown last 10 seconds. You're not particularly sure what your opponent can throw, especially someone such as a veteran like Dale, who knows that if you throw a random shot at the end of the round, you have a high chance of clipping your opponent.
Yeah, opposed to when you shoot a takedown with about 30 seconds left, and you get your chain gets denied, and you get put in the tie whip position. That can lose you a round. So you gotta be careful with that.
Just making the right reads and making the right call when you feel like it. It's just about, this game's about pull and reaction.
Nice double jab from Funky.
Body shot looks for the uppercut, lands a knee in retaliation. Couple of jab straights land on the block. The head kick gets missed. That hook lands, and both of them are really just trying to look for that big counter. That elbow seemingly it. Funky now putting on the back foot, wanting to stay patient. Let Dale put on the pressure to lend counter by the seams of it.
Funky has such a huge head health advantage on Dale. It's going to be very hard for Dale to pull something off. He's going to need a counter or a huge shot to land to be able to put Funky down.
Well, we've seen it. It is the primetime guarantee. Big shot, big counters, and that's the knee you want. Another head kick, and this could be big issues. A clinch attempt, though, working the body. It's a very interesting call. You would expect him to go more for the head, but you never particularly know what's on someone's mind in the last 2 minutes 50 left of a round.
Oh, he's hurting him over and over again.
Well, Dale probably needs a finish here. He's probably lost the first round and the second round, and now this is the main part here. He wants to get a knockdown, at least try get the finish, and so far he's had a bit of success with that, Dave, but he needs to put on this pressure a bit more now.
Oh, yeah. I completely agree. And then he just got dropped again, so his only hope of even winning just the third round. That's a... Oh! As I was saying, his hope of winning the third round, even with that drop, he's been dropped twice, so he's currently losing this round.
I mean, it seems like Dale can hear us. He's getting some success. Overhand there, uppercut follows, and both of them are just putting one head of a fight. A knee drops him, and that's what you want when you're Dale. He's trying to get everything out of the bag. He's got a minute left, and something just needs to get the finish here.
Dale must feel like he won the first round. He's going to wrestle now that he's got this round.
Maybe you assume so. Armbar attempt here by Whittaker. He's probably just hoping to just work the clock down. He's got 30 seconds left. Getting an armbar attempt. Maybe he can get another sub attempt. That'll work the clock down and may go in his favor.
Yeah, sub attempts are a great way to stall the clock, but both fighters feel like you have to assume both fighters feel like they've won this fight.
First decision of the night, a hell of a fight either way, both of them going back and forth. Dale getting a couple knockdowns in the first, but I feel like Whittaker may have won the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, I agree. I gave the first 2 to Whittaker just with the ground control. They were on the ground quite a bit, and Whittaker had most of the control, and he did the damage, so we'll have to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. For the winner by split decision.
And they gave it to Whittaker.
A split decision, very interesting to see. Evidently, at least one judge saw it in the favor of Dale Denton, but either way, one hell of a fight put on by both opponents.
Yeah, that was a great fight. Doesn't really surprise me as a split decision with a lot of wrestling. The judges tend to score the wrestling rounds kind of 50-50.
I think it really does matter about the amount of damage, the amount of ground and pound you do, what has happened on the feet. Like, if you do land significant ground and pound in, let's say, like a top mount position and a half guard, it probably rates a bit more highly than full guard.
Yeah, I agree. Top mount ground and pounds can score you so many points just off of getting like a few hooks off. And then full guard, you can't really do a lot of damage to even, I mean, you can make it count on the points, but it doesn't really ever feel like a full guard ground pound will win you around.
Yep, I think now Dale's joining us back in the booth. Up next we have Shogun versus Evo. On the Xbox side, again at the featherweight division, it's going to be an interesting one. I think, as we mentioned a few times tonight, you got McGregor, Volkanovski, Holloway, Aldo, Chang Sung Jung if you really feel like it, and of course Ortega if you really wanted to. Back into the fight, we got I can't
Nice
remember
picks.
Yeah, we do see an Ortega pick as well, though. McGregor in the other corner, so a leg kick to start off. Both of them play aggressive. Shogun as McGregor, Evo as the Ortega.
Yeah,
I'm liking Ortega's hand so far.
Yeah, I actually sparred Evo like a couple days ago, and Evo was playing Ortega against my McGregor. Really likes to use special kicks. Some of the frowned upon kicks, like the spinning side kick.
You got the spinning death kick, as I've repeatedly called it, and it is kind of a death kick. Just because the tracking doesn't work, you can slip it, but it is a bit difficult in some cases. Pull elbow there seems to be the mainstay of Ortega's game here. Shogun staying fairly patient. Ortega, on the other hand, working that leg kick, Dale.
I don't see the problem with the so-called death kick. I think it's a really nice kick, and even in MMA, you land that, it's gonna hurt. So props to the death kick.
I think the main issue when it comes to something like the death kick is only due to the fact it's tracking. It tracks more than other kicks, and so if you try to move out the way of it, it ends up issues. That double elbow there, spin kick there, drops.
And one for himself.
Got him again.
Front kick.
Yeah, Ortega stood up a little too soon. That's why most people, when they get dropped, they choose to just sit down. He blocked the front kick. It went through his block anyways and sat him down.
Pulls back, gets the body kick. Now McGregor's starting to put on this pressure, digging down, overhand follows suit, and he is indeed.
He's got to get out of here.
Goes for a takedown though, and that's what you want. Try to see Ortega, and he gets a crucifix as well. Massive change of positions. He's got to probably start looking to do his work damage on this side of things, because it seems that the feet won't do much, Dave.
Yeah, I agree. Even if he knows he's lost this round, just don't let him stand up. That's your winning goal. You can get the recovery, make it so you don't get dropped off one strike once you get into round two. And then maybe you can look to wrestle in those rounds.
Greg getting the reversal straight inside control now into top mount against an Ortega. Ortega's got a good bottom game, but it doesn't necessarily mean that McGregor can't hold top. Goes for an armbar. This would be an interesting change of events.
Ooh.
Does seem like Ortega's gonna get out. McGregor not having the best track in there, but hey, you've also got top mount ground and pound to do if McGregor feels like he's probably already won the first round though.
No matter what position, it's pretty hard to submit Ortega. He's going to have pretty good defense.
Yeah, especially as McGregor. It would be yep. Landing with a perfectly timed uppercut.
Spinning death kick follows uppercut. Uppercut elbow nearly clips him on the counter, just a bit too far away for it to really matter. And as we do, we go into the second round, Dale.
This is where Ortega's got to be careful. He's been rocked really hard the first round. He's got to back up. Can't be going into a firefight with McGregor right now.
This is not a fun position to be. Couple of straights there. Hook follows, and the hook lands.
Can't be going into those big firefights like I just said with McGregor. He'll kill you.
That is McGregor's style. It's just that power, the hand speed, everything about McGregor on the feet is something to be wary of. If you're not mirroring him, you're most likely got to take it down to the ground, I would say.
Yeah, there's ways to beat McGregor on the feet, even with Ortega, but that just wasn't it. You can't go into those. You got to do the backup game. You got to make him whiff. You got to make him miss. You got to make him work.
Yeah, it's definitely. Continue, Dave.
Yeah, I feel like the plan was to just land one of those huge kicks or wrestle, and there wasn't really a backup plan after that, which is a problem. You got to be able to do something if your main game plan doesn't work.
And now back onto the PlayStation side, we have Purple Urkel versus Magical Cloud, Masvidal versus Edwards. Magical Cloud 0-1 in favor of himself against Purple Urkel, but again, we've seen how this plays out. That doesn't necessarily mean someone's going to be the winner in this.
This is a fun matchup. It's the two strikers, the more aggressive Masvidal and the really technical Leon Edwards. And it's a huge miss spinning sidekick.
Doesn't really get the best counter off. Did get a bit of it so far. Masvidal started off with a massive stamina disadvantage for saying we've only been in the fight 40 seconds.
Got to watch your stamina. That's the big thing about this game. No matter how much damage you put out, no matter how much damage you receive, you have to watch your stamina.
Yeah, you can be winning the fight, losing the fight, and if the person winning gasses out, the loser is in that fight a lot more all of a sudden.
Oh. Then when somebody has a stamina going into a third round and you're full, you can do whatever you want to them.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, another huge rock. Leon Edwards has gone back to the cage, too.
Magical Cloud making sure Masvidal's behind this black line. Every boxing attempt, though, so far is being met with some clean counters, and Magical Cloud is having some serious success here.
Oh.
Yeah. Every time Masvidal goes to throw something, Leon just interrupts his strikes and lands his own combo.
Yeah, it's that jab, that straight. As soon as you've got that like jab established, you can then start building up. You see him tripling up on that jab, followed by a straight. Both of them trading every time, and an uppercut follows suit. Straight lands, and now he's on the floor.
He's trying so hard to counter back, but it's tough to counter back when you're taking shots like that. Purple Urkel's up. Purple Urkel needs a nice shot right here. Purple Urkel needs a rock. He's putting the pressure on.
Yeah, it's very hard though. Once you get dropped multiple times, and then you get to the point where any good shot drops you, it becomes very difficult. He needs to avoid taking that shot.
Really does. That straight landing again. That straight has been like one of the main of shots of Edwards this game. He's just, every time that jab comes out, if he feels like Masvidal's going to advance straight afterwards, he's just going to fire it, and it works every time.
Urkel was landing some really nice shots right there. I really thought he was going to change the tide of the fight, but just already being rocked that much, so hard to come back. He's got to be really careful right now.
Some nice combos being put together by Purple, but he's just having massive difficulty here, though. Magical Cloud is just having the better success within the boxing department.
Magical's putting together some amazing combinations, amazing shots, like a great fight by Magical.
Yeah, Magical's doing really good. The only problem is...
Another big shot. Here we go.
Probably saved by the bell right there.
That was saved by the bell. Good job on that. Magical would have had the fight ended right there.
Dave, you got to think that during this second round, Masvidal needs to change up his game plan. Otherwise, you're looking at the stats here to 4 knockdowns to none, and Masvidal's already gassing out just from the pure knockdowns.
Purple's going to have to be very defensive and very smart about what he throws right now.
Yeah, I agree. But the one thing I'm concerned for is Leon got a little fancy for that round. He tried to throw like a lunging straight head kick, and that would probably be Purple's one way back into this fight.
No, flying knee attempt there, nearly gets it. Slips, unslip, hook, follows, jab, straight, head kick, drops him, and now Masvidal's in some danger. His recovery only just saving him here, I feel like.
So much damage. It's so much. He's in such a tough spot.
Uppercut drops him. Now in this top mount position, looking to rain down some heavy ground pound. Straight follow. Another straight. Nearly whiffs on that straight. And now Edwards in the top mount position.
Yeah, just... I don't think he wants to be here, but this isn't a bad position for him. Anywhere where he's not risking getting finished, and he might even try to finish him here. Nope, chooses to stand up.
Urkel trying to fight back, looking for that shot, looking for something to change this fight.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't think
big
that was the
shot.
change he was looking for, Dale. He definitely got
Not
the
the
change from
change he was looking
consciousness to
for.
unconsciousness, but definitely not the change he wanted.
Great pressure and great shot by Magical.
Yeah, he was just winning all the exchanges that fight. He kept interrupting Masvidal. Masvidal couldn't get away around the hit stuns and eating combos, and that ended up costing him the fight.
And now up next we have Kratos versus King Amazon again on the PS side, so should be an interesting time in the lightweight division. Both of them pretty much established fighters within PT now, so should be a fun one. Poirier versus McGregor. We've seen McGregor a couple times now, Dave. You're going to expect probably the same game plan as we have done throughout the course of this card.
Yeah, the thing is, even with Poirier being more of the mixed martial artist pick, some people actually just prefer Poirier for striking in lightweight. So I wouldn't be entirely surprised if he just looked to keep this fight standing.
Couple of teeps starting out with does look like went for a cartwheel kick, didn't get it, and a leg kick trying to go suit to the actual fight of IRL.
Oh, nice combo from Poirier. Oh, another nice combo. He's landing.
Big shots being thrown by both guys. Wow.
Oh, that was a good pull from McGregor. If he followed up on it, that was probably even a knockdown this early in. That leg health is going to play a huge factor. Even if Poirier switches stance, that power is going to be taken.
I was just going to say, we're going to have to see a rock, something hurt here, damaged.
Yeah, the thing is, McGregor is taking huge shots to the head. I don't know if he's going to be able to take this for very long.
Both of them playing this back and forth game. The leg kicks seemingly playing the role. Superman punch there. 2 minutes 40 left on the clock. McGregor gets stunned there, and now
big
Poirier
rock.
putting on this pressure.
Big rock by Poirier.
Poirier's looking to just put on the pressure. He doesn't care that McGregor's just kicking his leg. If you kick
That's
his leg,
why.
I'm going to be punching you in the face.
Yeah, the leg kicks don't matter
Another
if you're
big
getting
drop.
punched.
Taking... Oh, big shot on the ground. Put him out.
Indeed, indeed. Lovely work there by Poirier, putting on that pressure. Didn't care about the leg kicks, evidently, and that's just the way it goes sometimes, Dave.
Yeah. I personally, I use leg kicks quite a bit. Sometimes it just don't work out. Leg kicks in UFC 4 can be kind of weak, and I feel like McGregor should have banned it a while ago and just focus more on defense, maybe some counters. Poirier was coming in kind of reckless with the 2-3 shots every time he threw, and it worked out for Poirier, so that's how it is.
And we have now got the featured prelim of tonight. Pretty quick prelim. Both of them have, it's been going around quite quickly. Ricardo versus Warbsy up next, looking to put on a fight of the night. Sneaky shots in, both of them gone the Yan mirror stave, so you got to expect both of them going to be looking to put on the pressure, looking to get that full force and nature perk activated as soon as they can.
That is kind of what the Yan mirrors come down to. It's who can get that force of nature active, and pretty much the first 2 rounds decide how you're gonna play the rest of the fight. If you're gonna, what it typically comes down to is one person who has force of nature active for the head, and the other has active for the body.
Couple of teeps there putting on the aggression, both opponents not really wanting to step off the gas. Ricardo's just walking forward, trying to get Warbs against the black line, but being so used to this game, he knows that he can just circle out and looking to maintain that octagon.
Oh, both of them throwing huge combos and whiffing part of it.
Both of them throwing spinny shit. We do love to see it. That somewhat makes Fight of the Night. Sometimes it's spinny shit. Sometimes it's just the hectic throwing ability of non-stop combos.
Ricardo's really looking to put on the pressure here.
He really is, like, he's non-stop walk forward, and so far he's actually had a lot of success. Although Wobbsy did get a counter there, he's still looking to counter himself. Again, no pullback there, jab straight to the body, looks for a body uppercut, but just, you see Ricardo just going for two-piece to the head, two-piece to the body, then followed by three pieces, just non-stop with the guy.
Yeah, you could kind of feel that the force of nature was active there. He landed a pull uppercut and a little some afterwards, but Ricardo just kept advancing. He didn't really care.
Trading here, Warbs is trying to play on this back foot, but again, Ricardo's just has this suffocating pressure to. He's part of the FSK boys, so you know that he knows how to do it. You've seen Tad do it multiple occasions, and so Ricardo's just following in the footsteps.
Yeah. Warbsy, he looks uncomfortable trying to counter this. He's doing well, but he just doesn't really look like this is what he wants to be fighting against.
Really doesn't. He's playing a very steady game here, both of them looking for big shots. A counter leg kick, and slow and steady wins the race, I feel like, in this fight.
Both guys back and forth and being very clever and very, very careful, which is it's nice to see. Some guys go out with a lot of aggression, and it doesn't really work out all the time. It's nice to see a really clever, smart played fight.
I feel like we are seeing a lot of aggression from Ricardo, but I think, as you said, it's a very smart and tactical game. It's not, you've got that pressure, but it's not it is suffocating pressure, but it's suffocating pressure from always being there in the presence, not necessarily being there to throw and hit consistently, Dave.
Yeah, I agree. Ricardo's staying in his face and throwing 2 or 3 shots, and sometimes 3. I mean, 1 or 2 shots, and then sometimes throwing 3 when, and he rocks him. But yeah, and he chases after he gets that rock.
That head health doesn't exist. Ricardo knowing it doesn't, looking to get anything past that block, and so far Ricardo's just hoping to land a single shot to get past that head health. I think we can safely say that force of nature is into effect now.
Yeah,
it has to flash.
Yeah, it has to be into effect now. Yeah, that combo Warbs he just threw barely affected Ricardo. You can see it.
Yeah, Warbs is going to have to be a little bit more careful with the headshots right now. But he's got him flashing back right now, so it's anybody's fight.
Both of them trading. It does seem like Ricardo, as you mentioned, is getting a lot of benefits from that perk, and such as just getting the benefits of the trade. Although Wobbsy seems to have landed a few better shots, does duck into that overhand jab straight clips, and now he's straight onto the floor. He does get a reversal into half guard, 2 minutes left on the clock, and it's still kind of all to play for.
Yeah. Curious to see how much Ricardo wants to wrestle. Does he want to control, or does he want to take this back to the feet where he could finish Warbsy?
Well, he's working the body currently. I think he's more content with Khabib getting stood up by the ref. He just wants the damage just to be known, and now he gets back up onto lands the switch kick. Doesn't get the stun, but that's not necessarily say he's about to get one either.
A lot of damage was put out right there to that body.
Oh, he catches Ricardo.
Warbsy with the head flashing, hurt, drops his opponent.
You got to think that might have been Warbsy's chance, and he might not get another one with how strong Force of Nature can be.
Oh, well, he does get a stun. This is massive, but again, as you mentioned, it's
That's
just
another
a
one.
case of getting the shots in afterwards, neither of them having it.
There's
Finally gets a
another
drop,
one.
and now we've got the ground and pound. Does get the reversal straight into top mount full stam as well.
Nice.
This could be big for Warbsy. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Well, this is a hectic fight all of a sudden.
Yeah, but
Warbsy's gotta be
Ricardo's going
really
to survive
careful.
into the next round. Oh, maybe not.
Big shots.
Oh, commentary curse nearly comes out there, Dave. Warbsy nearly getting the finish. Ricardo's, he's got to be really careful coming to this next round. I would definitely say Ricardo's probably winning it, but with that much, that close to the end of the second round, who knows at this point?
Both guys extremely hurt at the end of that round. This could go anywhere.
Oh, that was a nasty stiff 1-2.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Ricardo with the
Another one.
big shots.
Ricardo's just hoping to land something. Warbsy's head movement is kind of keeping him in this battle. His block is so low. The head movement is just slipping every couple of shots, just keeping him together.
Interesting thing to see is both guys' stamina very even, but that head health, both guys are going to get hurt here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, another one.
Oh!
Back and forth.
Ricardo needs one shot, I feel like. Warbsy only needs like one or two clean ones, really, and that's the issue. To land those one clean shot Ricardo, he needs to open himself, and that's the risk he's going to have to take if he wants to secure the
big
round.
shot
Gets
landed.
the uppercut and
Oh.
up kick
And
there.
then an up kick.
Oh!
Wow.
Front kick straight gets him done.
A fight. That was a great fight, gentlemen.
That was definitely a fight and a half.
Warbsy started to read that pressure from Ricardo. He was catching him as he came in, and right as he opened up, but it just wasn't enough. It was too far too late.
It was a stumble after the up kick as well. He didn't even have time to recover, couldn't block, and he just caught him in that animation, and you see that front kick lands cleanly.
If I'm not mistaken, you can block that. I could be wrong, but that's what a lot of people
It definitely
I've seen them
doesn't
blocked every
seem
time.
like you could block it there, which is that gap animation, but yeah, sometimes the game works weird. And now onto the main card. Dave, you are hopping out the booth, going to fight the mighty KM Adjust.
Nice.
In the bantamweight division, we've seen Dave a few times in this division. I think the last time we saw him was against Intro. I think it was a Yan mirror matches. I think it was a main or co-main event. Both of them playing a fairly steady pace and playing very effective and tactical against one another.
This is going to be a great fight to see how, especially you say they played tactical against each other last time. Is somebody going to come out more aggressive this time?
Well, Dave's gone Yan. Adjust goes Aljamain Sterling. We've seen this fight before in IRL, and it's a definitely interesting fight. I think it's probably one of the few times we see it on PT. Both staying fairly patiently, working that body. Seems to be the main game. Switch kick there, jab straight, lead hook follows, and that block already broken in the favour of Dave.
Yeah, not the happiest with the Aljamain Sterling standing in front of Jan like that. Jan's got a lot of quick hands, and he can put your lights out.
He does. I think Aljamain's got some good. I think he's got some good cardio indeed. The main issue when it looks on his hands, if I remember correctly, is the fact he doesn't have that much power.
Yeah, but he's got the nice spinning body kick. He's got the nice. Oh, as we speak, Jan the big takedown against the wrestler.
Well, it's interesting to note that maybe on Aljamain on his back he has got a full guard sweep, which he does get there. He's also got rubber to get the reversal, but Dave's going to be prone to that. He's going to know it exists, and that's going to be one of the mainstays. If he can get it, it's going to be effective. If he can't, it's going to be difficult.
No, you definitely have to know how to adjust with Aljamain Sterling on the back. So many slick little techniques.
Well, now Aljo's on top is going to disengage, interestingly enough. Interesting knowing that you're mainly a grappler who isn't the best on the feet, but
Yeah.
hey, sometimes it's the way it goes.
He wants him up on. He wants to be exciting. I think he wants to show the hands, and he doesn't have doesn't have the worst hands, but you can tell that this Sterling wants to lay it out on the line right here.
Yeah, both of them trading. It's interesting to see an Aljo like this coming out trading so aggressively. It's definitely an interesting time, especially against someone like Peter Yan.
Took that big uppercut by Jan and got rocked. Now is where he has to be careful. Especially after taking one rock, you're going to be susceptible to other damage.
Oh, there we go. Gets a drop there with the teep. Doesn't get a full drop, but more of a stumble to make my correction. Now, Dave looking to get another takedown. Does get an Aljo on the back. We've seen this previously. Probably going to look for that full guard again, Dale.
Yeah, he's been having really good luck on the ground. So why not?
Yeah, he's having decent luck on the ground. He did get engaged the first time round, so it was kind of interesting to note. Now in the full guard, goes for a get up. Okay.
Ooh, missed that big spinning back fist. And that's the thing. Even with Aljo does have some sneaky techniques. He's got some sneaky strike. Might not be the best power back behind it, but you line those up and it's going to change a fight.
Sometimes it's the way it's go. It's interesting to see Aljo used as a more striking-based pick instead of a grappling pick. It's a interesting choice to say the least. And so far, Dave's even having success on the feet, and adjusters got to figure out something here because so far the game plan isn't particularly working very well.
No, I've tried to use Aljo. I've tried to use Aljo's hands before, and it just doesn't stack up against real elite strikers like Jan.
Yeah, that is the case. If you want someone who's got a kickboxing style, I probably would suggest someone like TJ, maybe a Sanhagen pick, Marlon Moraes if you really wanted to. Just the only issue is he's so short and his current situation on head health, but. Lovely dodge there with the flying knee, looks down to the body, another switch kick body there, and miss there.
I'd like to see Aljo maybe clinch, maybe try to get some clinch striking in, try to change up a little bit something right here, because right now he's kind of getting touched up by Jan on the feet. I'd like to see something a little bit different.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. Would be nice just to see a complete change of pace here. Not necessarily on the feet, go for those clinches, go for those takedowns. He just needs something. I know you're going to be fighting someone like Dave on the ground, but maybe that's a better change of pace than you're currently striking with.
You take a look at the stamina right here. Maybe he thinks he's going to outwork Jan at the time.
Well, unless you're in a 5-round fight, in my opinion, the stamina doesn't play a massive part because normally by the time you've got that stamina drawing down, it's into the 3rd round, and then by that point, it's too late if you haven't won the 1st or 2nd to really hope that you have done enough damage.
Yeah, it has to be a pretty huge, big drop as we talk about that, and a massive takedown.
It's a lovely job there by Dave. Now going into the top mount, goes for a leg lock, does get it. Probably going to look for a breakaway straight afterwards. Does so, and now we're back on the feet.
Yeah, just wants back up.
That's very interesting with someone like an Aljo pick, who's mainly based around the takedowns, mainly based around the sub game and the wrestling. But hey, sometimes that's the way people want to play.
He's making some work towards the body. He's throwing a lot of body shots with the hands, going for the spinning back kick to the body. I think he thinks he's going to take out Jan's body. But he got clipped and got taken down.
Yeah, he may be looking to take out his body, but looking at Dave's head health and body health, it's still fairly high, especially when you look at it compared to Aldo's. Aldo's Aljo, and so just so far, although he's done good body work, I feel like Dave's just done a good job all round, just slowly laying down shots, and he gets the finish in the stat guard.
And the big ground and pound finish. No, it's tough to deal with that much damage. No, great fight by both guys.
Great fight indeed, indeed. We should be getting Dave back in just a second after he takes his gloves off and is recuperated. Whilst we wait for him to come back, we'll get on to the next fight of the night. We have Tadpole versus the ever and the goatiest of them all, if that's even a word or a phrase, Tadpole and Rara.
Big fight. Big fight. Both guys really great competitors. I know both guys from the league. Fought against Rara a few times and talked to Tad. Haven't fought Tad in prime time before, but I know Tad very well, and this is going to be a group fight.
Apologies,
And not sure everything good.
It will be.
So just getting ready for Tadpole versus Rara. There may have been a walking of the dog.
I think they're just trying to
had
cut
to
the
use
last few pounds off, if I'm not mistaken.
Been really great night fights so far, though.
I would definitely agree. Both of them had played a very fun night indeed. But across the board, though, it's been a very fun and enjoyable card up to now. Even now, we've got the Tadpole Rara fight, so that's bound to be a fight and a half.
Yeah, this should be an exciting fight. Both of these guys are fan favorites. Rah-rah, everyone's got to love the People's Champ. And then you've got Tadpole. Everyone loves him around the ESFL. And I really look forward to this one.
I'm not sure who we're going to see. We're going to see Rara, I think, choose Whittaker. Maybe Tadpole go Bisping. A silver pick would be interesting. Definitely would be a bit peculiar compared to Silver's, Tadpole's normal picks of Pettis and such, but both stand a fairly kickboxing style.
Yeah, Silva doesn't really have the kickboxing combos. Like he only has the sidekick and the spinning sidekick, but other than that, it's basically just standard kickboxing. So look forward to seeing how he plays that. And Silva in general is just a really fun pick with all of the defensive assets that he has.
And I like the Andy pick. I am a big fan of Anderson Silva.
Anderson Silva's a fun fight, especially with the 5-star now. He's got that 100 head movement, 90 stick chin. He'll take anything on it. And Rara going for a couple of clinch attempts, looking to get payback for him. It's just Silva's general ability to play in the clinch.
Yeah, Silva's clinch right now with the updated Silva, it is a lot better and a lot deadlier in the clinch.
Yeah, they really did Silva justice. It really feels like you're playing the actual Anderson Silva in his prime.
Shame
he deserves it. He deserved that.
He did indeed. Shame it took so long, but that's sometimes the way it goes. Both of them now playing a fairly distance-wise game gets a trip there. Tadpole looking to jump on Dale. Rara getting the up kick, and again a steady game.
Yeah. Oh, that was a nice head kick right there. Rara wasn't quite expecting it. It went right through his guard. Oh, you can see Tadpole winding up for a flying double knee right there.
Flying double knee, trying to
Rah
put
rah
this,
with that takedown.
he's trying to put this pressure on, and he seems to be having some success, although Rara keeps just fighting back. A couple another knee attempts there, does get it down, but again gassed out during that part, so that's going to definitely put the pressure on his cardio here.
Sure, he worked really hard for that takedown, and Rara, as good as he is at his hands, he wants to get that takedown. That's where he feels most comfortable, in my opinion.
Uppercut there, straight there, and both of them looking to find the shots into the opening to get this done.
Yeah. I give the edge to Tadpole. He's got the range management as you should with Silva. Oh, nasty switch kick.
Oh.
Dirty shots for Silva. Lets him up. He wants this for the feet. Let go.
Tadpole playing an insane game, gets a head kick, now wanting Tadpole playing like Silva.
Let's go. I like that.
That's a risky move. I wouldn't dare stick my back purely against Cage. Purely for the fact you can't pull uppercuts as well, but hey, to each their own. You're playing like Silva. I think this type of sportsmanship is allowed, I would say.
Yeah, if I were to do it with anyone, I'd have to do it with Silva.
Or the Diaz brothers.
Yeah, exactly. Or if you're Mahan.
This is very much true. Into that fight, Tadpole did get a knockdown and a body stun in the first round.
Let's go!
It's fairly similar on
Andy
significant
with the taunt.
strikes. A taunt there, Silva asked him to come forward. A head kick fires, a body shot, couple of them now, and both of them playing this steady game. Goes for the takedown, does get it, and
Here's
this
that
could be
takedown,
big for what
that
Rara.
takedown, Ra.
And they're on the feet.
Front kick there.
You gotta
Heel
watch out
kick
for that
follows,
dirty
does
front
land.
kick. Nice combo followed up by that spin kick. Silva so dangerous.
Yeah, that Silva front kick, it's 5 stars and it's absolutely lethal. Even if you duck into it blocking, it'll do some serious damage, and rightfully so.
Well, Tad so
it
far
sure
having
will.
an easy time just sprawling out of positions currently. Rara now having some success, does get up onto the feet, looks probably going to look for a back takedown, gets to slam, sticks him against Keizo, and so Rara can't drag him.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep, smart move. Smart move to take the back against Cage. Ra-Ra's gonna back right now. This is where Ra-Ra gets dangerous.
Yeah, Rara's really got to do something. Tadpole's winning this fight on the feet, and he's probably even losing this round. He's got to get some serious damage to even win this round.
Oh, he absolutely does. This is where Ra-Ra wants it. Ra-Ra wants this on the ground.
Rara wants this on the ground, Tadpole wants it on the feet, but I imagine Tadpole's also kind of content with letting Rara work here. He's won the first round, he's got a bit of that confidence up, and so if he can look for it into the third round, that's probably where he goes.
Yeah, I agree. If I'm Tadpole, I'm just letting him lay here in this full guard. I'm trapping him, and I would honestly just guard both sides and just guard the
Nice
and let him
reversal.
posture, because the postures in full guard won't be enough to win him this round.
Tad putting a lot of pressure on him right now.
Well, Tadpole's got full stam as well. Whittaker nearly at half stam in top mount as well. He's got to play a very defensive game. Tadpole just getting up instantly
And
here.
jump up from mount. Wants this on the feet. What's he gonna do here?
Take a head kick to the face by the seams of it, though.
A big kick by Ra.
Their head helps are actually.
Oh, right out of the flying knee. Watch your head, Andy.
Their head
Rod
helps.
putting some shots on him.
Their head healths are actually pretty even. It's just he's got Whittaker's body health so low, and it's taking a huge toll on his stamina.
Takes a spinning heel kick, a front to the face. Surprised Whittaker managed to survive. Takes a leg kick there, flying knee as he taunts it and ends up sitting in the pocket.
Ra's gonna have to look to be really careful right now. Tad is using Silva's shot so nicely, so many techniques used.
Yeah, but Raw is down 2 rounds. He's really got to try and pull something out here. I don't know if it's going to be a haymaker or a roundhouse, but he's got to be able to do something. Maybe just look to duck one of those head kicks. You know, Tadpole's getting flashy. That could be what you need.
Body kick there. That's exactly what you want. And for Tadpole, Raran not so much. Raran, he's looking for the uppercut, doesn't get it, and back sidestep out, getting that straight. Another takedown shot, does get it this time, and this could be the opening Raran needs.
Oh, you could have hoped to trap him in side control there. Maybe I think he's just gonna look for top mount, ground pound. He goes for this arm bar.
This is gonna have to be the last hooray for fucking Rara. He's gotta have to get this something in this round. He has to finish Silva.
Ground and pound probably is the best bet here. Does go for the sub as we saw. Now we're in half guard and not particularly sure what Ryan needs to do apart from this ground and pound option, I feel like.
Have we seen Rara do any damage on the ground in this fight, though? What's going to be the difference in the third round? It's down with another submission. This is where Rara has to get something pulled out.
It's just so hard to get any progress on this sub attempt. He's not going to be able to pull it off.
How about having some impressive sub defense now? Gives him the top side control. Probably even look for a get up here, and he does. So back on the feet. I'm expecting Tadpole to start putting on his pressure. He's probably want to finish of some kind.
Yeah, if I'm Raw, I'm ducking every single time I see Tadpole throwing, and I'm begging he throws a head kick.
But then you can't duck into a big body shot and a big combination back from Tad. Blocks that high kick. Big body shot.
Looks like Ra's content with living for a decision.
This is Ra's last chance.
I mean, for saying Tadpole is kind of always hunting for a finish, making a decision against a man like him is quite impressive.
I'm a big fan of Rara, but he's not going to get a decision. He has to finish this fight, and that's what he knows. He just stood up. He knows he needs a knockout.
Oh,
big shots by Tad.
Oh!
That was the opportunity, but too much too late. Great fucking fight by both guys.
Yeah, great fight indeed. Sadly, Rah just couldn't get it done on the feet. Tadpole looked excellent out there. Worked the body. The body was the huge difference.
Yeah, it really was. It was just a fact of who can get the most damage off, and it was just a case of if you can get that body worked as well as the head, that's going to give you the better success.
Great job by both gentlemen, and Tadpole with an amazing Anderson Silva performance. That was classic Anderson.
Yeah, it really did look like him out there. Minus the defensive footwork and head movement. He really looked to pressure him, but the kicks were phenomenal, just like how Tadpole usually fights.
Heard that correctly. I think he won by unanimous decision, 30-27. And now we on to the next fight, Mr. Pudgy versus Keza.
This This is about you and your not so routine morning routine.
Looking at back throughout this entire card, though, we've had some fun fights. We've had, of course, your own fights, Dale, which was a very back and forth fight. Day, we've seen your fight against a very interesting pick. Well, we also had Magical Cloud come out and put an aggression with Ricardo. Will come out with his very technical boxing. But looking further onto the card, of course, you've got the next fight up, Pudgy versus Kesha. Got the co-main of the Bang Bang, and then we got the main event of Gold Voltage versus Optics.
Yeah, this has been a very fun card, and I feel like it's only gonna get better at the leading towards the end of this main card. All of these names really excite me. You've got the Keza versus Pudgy. Like I said earlier, both of them have actually gotten the better of me recently, and I really look forward to see which one of them can beat each other. It's mostly the people who beat Dave better.
Who beat Dave better? That's a very interesting sentiment.
Let's see. We're gonna see who beat Dave better. Everybody, get your votes in now.
Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be getting to the fight as soon as they're just cutting a few more pounds.
We've got medical staff on scene. He passed out in the back room, but we think he may be able to come out for the fight.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah, I just got a thumbs up from the medical staff, their doc, and they say he's good to go.
Apologies, ladies and
Well,
gentlemen.
as we work over, well, every time I try to clear up dark space, no problem. Doc, what are you saying? I was gonna start telling jokes, maybe tell a little bit of story about my day, but if we're ready to go, we're ready to go.
I'm just trying to. Please fill the air void with some jokes if you really feel like it.
All right, let's go. So a funny thing happened to me the other day. I was walking downtown, and that's it.
Okay, so slight change of plans, ladies and gentlemen. I believe the Pudgy versus Kesha fight has a couple of issues with it currently, so we're going to move on to the next fight for now of Ginger versus Biggie, and hopefully those two have sorted their issues out when we get after this fight.
Okay. TFA Big E, major competitor, very tough opponent.
Ready.
Both guys with respect coming into the fight.
I like this Gaethje pick. He's not really meta, but Gaethje against Poirier feels really nice. It kind of feels like even striking, and it just kind of works out against Poirier specifically. I feel like everyone else kind of has the disadvantage. Oh, as I say that, Gaethje gets dropped early.
Gaethje.
Ginger not
though, has
wasting
top
any
power.
time here. He's just putting on his pressure non-stop, looking to come out for the kill.
It's okay. Use your defense. Use your defense now.
Okay, Nice combo. He's looking to throw and then circle out as Poirier throws.
He really is. Another uppercut there, lands straight through the block. Body kick there indeed. And 3 minutes 30 left on the clock already. And so far, it looks like Ginger's looking to put on this pressure and play the aggressive game.
Watch that big uppercut. Watch that big uppercut. And a huge takedown by Gaethje. PSD Big E with big control right now.
Yeah, I feel like Ginger's gonna want to. Okay, I was gonna say
He wants up.
I feel like even though he got dropped, I feel like what Ginger's doing is really working. Just stand his face. If Gaethje's not gonna move his head or move, just throw a 4-piece. They're gonna go through his block if he just sits in front of you, and that game plan's really been working.
You definitely have to be careful
Oh,
of
he slips
Ginger
the front
striking,
kick.
but that Big E, the big rock and knockdown.
Both of them playing a very aggressive game in a minute 50 left on the clock. Two knockdowns each way, and another takedown gets shot here. Does get defense, and Gaethje looking to put on this very aggressive. Now finally showcasing his wrestling leg kick there, and both of them starting.
Got that rock back.
That uppercut would have dropped him if he didn't slip it.
Starting to see a little bit more head movement here from PSD Big E. Let's see how he deals with the pressure back from Ginger after that big rock.
I feel like Ginger's more reluctant to throw now after that first drop. That game plan was really working for him, and I feel like now he respects Big E, and he doesn't really want to throw the 4-pieces anymore.
Yeah, sometimes that's the case though. You end up just having to play his aggression, digs down the body, goes up top, nearly gets clipped there, and knee attempt.
I think the same thing could have been said about Big E, because Ginger just came back with a big rock for himself. Now it's all even going into the second round.
I'm curious to see if Ginger's shooting takedowns was just because he wanted to ride out round one, or if he's actually trying to win the rounds. So I'm curious to see if he continues to try to shoot takedowns here in round two.
Well,
Ginger with a big rock.
Ginger Gaethje narrowly avoids getting hit there.
Yeah, slips side to side. Slipped like a whole combo right there.
I mean, Ginger ends up gassed by the end of it.
Right back at it, though.
Big E's recently joined the TFA camp as well. So, with the likes of Pug in his corner, one of the better strikers about the place, I'm expecting to see a lot of improvement. As you can see here, he's playing that striking game, putting that pressure with Gaethje.
TFA Big E?
Yeah, I believe so. He recently changed camps.
Oh, it's just TFA Big E coming back at it.
Headtail's fairly similar, although Gaethje does seemingly in the favour. Every hit Poirier is landing cleanly, though, I feel like, Dave.
Yeah, Gaethje's doing a good job moving his head, but just moving your head takes a huge toll on your block, which actually just got a block right there. You got to use footwork as well. You can't just stand in front of him and rely completely on head movement. That'll kill your block. You can only do that for so long.
That check hook lands and goes straight for the side control slip. Now, 2 minutes 20 left on the clock. He's going to probably fire a couple elbows that are in here, look for that ground and pound position. Instead, you end up in sprawl working that body.
Yeah, Ginger's just being very technical about this. Just looking to control. Knows he doesn't need a finish. I really like this from him.
He doesn't need a finish, but it's almost like a safer bet to get said finish. Just as a case of if you're hanging around there for extra 5 minutes or a round, it just increases your risk of getting a flash KO or some type.
Yeah, that could happen. He's already gotten his front kick slipped a couple times.
Ginger had two huge rocks in that round, and here we go again. Ginger changed the momentum of this fight.
Oh, drops
Another
with the jab.
big drop.
Goes
Right
for the
into an
armbar.
armbar.
Yeah, due to Ginger, he's had some decent chance tracking, although it does seem like the escape bar is going to be imminent. He's up to halfway now. 25 seconds left on the clock. It's probably safer to ditch it and let Bigger Steve just take the brunt of the top game now.
Clever control though by Ginger going into that submission. That's gonna be nice. Looking at the judges on that round, he won the round striking with that takedown and the little armbar. It's just gonna win him the round dominantly.
Yeah, I gotta imagine that Ginja's already won this fight on scorecards. That round has to be a 10-8. And what do you do if you're Big E? You're down bad. One good shot drops you, and even there, just
big body work. Big body work. Beautiful uppercut.
That was like a three-piece followed by a four-piece, I think it was, and then just the uppercut landed straight afterwards. Lovely job by Ginger with the boxing of Poirier.
Yeah, I believe that was quad body hooks right there.
Good job, Ginge.
Ginge definitely put one hell of a fight on. That's what you're going to be doing with someone like Poirier, as you mentioned. I think someone quoted him as being the ultimate mixed martial artist.
I was an estate agent.
So far throughout this card, though, we have seen consistently that sometimes the more unorthodox techniques, such as the body kicks, are the next stage. Other times it's more the technique and technical skill. From your fight, Dale, down to Magical Cloud's aggressiveness, to Tadpole's more taunting, sporty, unsportsmanship-like behaviour.
Well, it is what it is, right? Like, a lot of guys do that to throw the other person off sometimes. They try to, I'm going to get this guy back for taunting. And I get like that, too. Somebody taunts me and I want to get him back.
Yeah, that is sometimes the case. Sometimes it just becomes a taunting game. You just got to make sure you don't get clipped. Now we're back onto the fight we did have to miss because they were cutting a few pounds. Is Pudgy versus Keza in the lightweight division. We're seeing a Volkanovski pick this time round. It's going to be interested, not McGregor, not a Poirier. And Volkanovski is definitely better at featherweight, but shouldn't be underestimated in the lightweight division, Dave.
Oh, no, definitely not. No, very dangerous, both guys. This is going to be an amazing fight.
I'm not entirely sure how much worse Volkanovski is in lightweight than featherweight. But I know that nobody likes to play Vulcan in lightweight. I feel like Volkanovski is probably actually just like a worse Dustin Poirier.
No, there's very subtle differences. But as long as you use that player to your ability, it doesn't matter.
That is true. Got him up to the cage. Think he's gonna look to get him down to the ground. He is.
Yeah, gonna take his back, gonna get him down. Now let's see who puts in more work on the ground. Who's the better ground guy?
You can already see out that backside posture. Dustin's just looking to throw a couple of shots, control, and then probably he's looking to win this fight off of decision.
The first round, not too sure if he's looking for a decision or not, but he's definitely going to try to. I think he's going to wear him out. I think this is his game plan: wear him out on the ground and then touch him up on the feet.
Well, with someone like Pudgy,
Good side control deny.
Or if he has the ground the whole time, get him up on the ground.
Well, with someone like Pudgy as well, Pudgy's known for this aggressive style on the feet. So if you can get him to gas out, slow down, or even just hurt him enough where it makes him difficult to trade on the feet, that's going to benefit you massively, because if Keza can just control him, just make sure this fight goes in his favour, at least in the first round. Come into the second round and third round, you're going to have a lot better time.
Oh, he's going to look for a sub. Volkanovski doesn't have a lot of stamina.
Triangle armbar is a fairly good one. The tracking is also fairly tight. It looks like he may have some success.
Even right
in
now,
this.
it's getting tighter.
This is getting scary. We're getting past that halfway. As Looney always says, past halfway, always getting quicker. The escape.
I think Poirier's going to
This is getting tight. This might be a submission. It's tight. He got it. Wow. Nice submission.
That was some very impressive groundwork. Volkanovski kind of got stuck in that loop where you don't have enough stamina, you're getting pounded on, and then you get back to half guard, but you don't have enough stamina, so they just posture up and they go right back to a position. And then after he got denied top mount, that was pretty much it.
We all know how hard it is to get out of the submission with that much stamina difficulty, right?
Yeah, it's so difficult because as soon as you have that stamina advantage, especially in a position like top mount, your bar gets so big and it's so hard to defend. And now we're onto a fight that I feel like needs no introduction. We're in the co-main event. We've got Mr. Bang Bang. It's time possibly for fight of the night.
You gotta imagine it's fight of the night every time you see Bang Bang.
You really do. Like, any fight he's been in, I don't think I've had a single question of his fight not being fight of the night.
Yeah, every time he fights, you know he's gonna put on a war. Owner of, in my opinion, the best ESFL fight of UFC 4.
Well, it's just his Bang Bang style.
Bang.
He's got
Great
McGregor. Great hands, goated hands, I think some would say. Gemini as Volkanovski. Bang Bang already putting on the pressure as McGregor misses the overhand, digs down to the body, digs again, leaves up top, and both of them playing this aggressive game. Stunned with a body stun, though.
Yeah, nice pullback there.
That could be huge. Bang Bang doesn't really care for. Oh, and he gets dropped.
Nice overhand and a beautiful takedown.
Well, Bang Bang's already put on fight of the night, and he's not the one actually fighting so far. Apparently, he's on the back foot, and Gemini's putting on his pressure. Now we see the Bang Bang coming out, getting the counter, getting the knockdowns.
There's that hands.
And the uppercut comes out.
You have to be so careful against Bang Bang.
You really do. Both of them are deadly opponents. It seems like Gemini's not afraid to put on his aggression. On the other hand, McGregor is just there to constantly pound you in every time he can find that counter.
Yeah, it's how it goes when you're fighting Bang Bang. Bang Bang, yeah, he's really looking to put on the pressure, as you would expect. Oh, he's going to drop him. Drops him again.
Another jab there. Another jab as well, just trying to get that establishment. That's kind of what Bang Bang's known for. He's known for this technical pressure, he's known for his aggressiveness, but what you don't ever really count on is that jab. He's just got that such established jab that he just knows the distance at which he needs to throw it.
It's so nice that quick little jab lands every time. Knows how to follow up with it.
He looks so uncomfortable with Bang Bang.
Gemini has to be careful.
And it's over.
That's what Bang Bang does. That jab of his is always there, and you don't know what to throw behind it, and that's what Bang Bang does. He makes you uncomfortable, brings you into like not even deep waters of a round, just deep waters where your health doesn't exist.
Incredible striking. Incredible.
Yeah, in classic Bang fashion, it ends in the first round. His opponent didn't He didn't look comfortable at all. He was doing empty slips. He's trying to pull.
Trying to pull
He's
Bang,
pulling
trying to
nothing.
use head movement against Bang. This is near on impossible from experience. The guy will just, he sticks to you like glue and you can't back off.
It's crazy. It feels like Bang's always throwing something, and when you go to counter, Bang's not, he's just looking at you like you're stupid.
And now, main event of this evening. Sadly, it's 3-round fight, but sometimes the way it goes, I doubt it'll go 3 rounds, especially with the names like Gold, Voltage, and a new addition to the FSK roster, FSK Optics. We've seen about a few times. Both of them are fairly based in the striking, I think we can all agree, but I could be wrong unless someone's going to suddenly change the game plan and look for the grappling aspect. Never particularly sure. We see your GSP pick, Dave. You got to be interested to see how Gold Vulture uses it. On the other hand, with Edwards, we saw Edwards earlier on in the card using a lot of that jab straight motion, making sure to pick his opponent as he slowly. Imagine Optics is going to probably aim to do the same thing, Dave.
Yeah, I see this matchup all the time, especially as a GSP player. Everyone loves to go Leon against it. You gotta assume Voltage is looking to get this down as soon as possible.
Well, you never particularly sure. GSP does have good cans. You see the classic axe kick coming out. He is having a bit of the issue on the gas tank, although it does seem like Optics is how happy to meet him in the middle and just trade shots.
Oh, he caught him.
Gets stunned, heel kick narrowly, misses a deep to the body there, and both of them playing a back and forth game.
I feel like Voltage needs to slow down a little bit. He's throwing a lot with half stamina, and he's leaving himself so open to get countered.
And those counters from Optics with Masvidal, or sorry, with Edwards, is dangerous.
It really is. Any type of counter, you got the axe kick there, and that's a pretty big counter. Optics looking for a pullback elbow, doesn't get it. 3 minutes left on the clock, both of them. Again playing this aggressive game, and another kick, a straight follow suit, a front kick misses, and this seems like Optics is not Optics. Voltage is having a bit of time. He seems nervous, a bit frustrated. Gets countered, hook over, and
yeah, ducking that kick with that shot, beautifully landed. This is where
is he gonna get subbed? Oh,
this Voltage has to use his GSP game.
gets
For
up
Voltage
back
had to
on the
stay on
feet.
the ground, in my opinion.
Bit too close to range, can't get a full distance on. It's interesting to see Voltage pick GSP, doesn't want to play the ground game. It's an interesting call here, and aggressive, that straight, narrowly axe kick again, a body straight follows, and then 1 minute 40 left on the clock. Lovely body work, I think, can be said there.
Huge counter to the body. Oh, a duck again.
He's gonna watch. That was a beautiful duck in that high kick. And you can capitalize so hard on your opponent after that miss.
I feel like Voltage
GSP
is going for way too many kicks.
Well, I think you would agree here, Dave. The GSP's kind of works better if you grapple first, strike later, and Voltage has instead gone for this striking first approach, and so far Edwards is just having a clean sweep of just being able to pick his partner down, work the body, work the head, and is now starting to have free reign, especially when it comes to a close of this first round.
Yeah, I agree. You really need to make the grappling threat a huge part of your striking. And gets caught again. This is definitely not Voltage's round. Gotta see how he adjusts. Maybe, you're only down 1 round. You can try grappling in the next 2, see how that goes. I feel like that's where he needs to go with this.
Both fairly good on significant strikes, though, 26 to 28. The main difference being a knockdown in favour of Edwards, although you can definitely tell that the significant strikes landed, did a lot more damage in the favour of Optics.
GSP does much better when he has more of a stamina advantage when he's striking. I think
caught again.
GSP straight up striking. He doesn't have the best stamina when it comes to straight up striking.
He really doesn't, and that's kind of the thing though with someone like GSP. You need to implement your grappling, play that game to then open up the striking. Does nearly get the clip there, doesn't get it. A head kick follows, a counter there by Optics, and a fling. He nearly gets pulled back. Uppercut follows, and a head kick gets the knockdown.
This is where he's got to keep on that pressure. If he wants to do something, he's got to keep on that pressure. He can't get hit again by Leon Edwards.
Yeah, I think Voltage has turned to looking for some counters. Looking maybe a slip straight if you can catch it. Oh! Interruption with
what an axe kick.
Uh-oh.
Oh, slip elbow.
Body shots there, straight there. Body kick follows suit.
That's where
Another
Edwards
head
is
kick.
so
Lovely mix up.
Forward.
He can throw hands.
Plays it safe. Chooses not to risk ending up on the ground.
He's got a stamina advantage right now. No need to grapple GSP when you're punching him in the face.
Well, again,
Yeah,
you've got
some
the low
great
block. His head health is low. Got Leon Edwards just able to walk forward, throw a couple, and the head kick gets the kill.
Oh,
Oh.
beautiful.
Beautiful head kick, yeah.
That was some great striking from Leon Edwards.
Really was. Both of them put on a hell of a performance. It just seemed like Optic was the more calm fighter. He had the better striking and was just able to mix up the shots to open up that head kick.
Optic striking is very hard to deal with.
Yeah, it really is. He's got that beautiful pressure style, which is just non-stop. And with that being said, and that fun main event over and done, we've had a co-main event of the Mighty Bang Bang. Looking through the rest of the card, you had Tadpole Rara. You've had the two commentators of Dave and Dale Denon also fight tonight. But with that being said, that's an end to Fight Night 28. We should be raiding soon after this, so stick around for that. And that's us all from the PT crew. Have a good night.